Hello, I'm Rob Vanderslice, New Mexico native. Been painting lowriders for over 33 years now. Started painting cars, helping my dad just do regular cars, and he kind of showed me how to do flames. It got real boring real quick. I got to do one of my first lowriders. Fell in love doing the lowriders. I was able to express myself and just fell in love with the culture. And that was in 1988, and here we are 34 years later. So lowrider style paintings, especially mine, all of us try to have our unique style. All of us try to bring something different to the table. And a lot of people bring cars to me. I'm the tasteful overkill. So it's called a Rob job. So when people bring something to me, they're looking for a Rob job, which is something unique, twisting the patterns, coming up with a theme, and just each car has got to have its own theme. My history in lowriding, 11 years clean from crystal amphetamine. Been saved by the blood of Jesus. Couldn't save myself. Found him 11 years ago. Haven't turned back. A lot of those cars you see that were featured in Lowrider magazine, the covers, the centerfold articles on me, a lot of those jobs I'd been staying up days on end working on those cars. And like I say, it's just a blessing to be in a different light and just being a good example out in the lowrider community. And the lowrider community, it truly is a community, and we all stick pretty close together.
My name is Joseph Leyba. Everybody knows me as Blast. I'm the owner, operator of Blast Factory Paintworks. We do custom paintwork here, pinstriping, lettering, gold leaf, patterns, and lowrider paint jobs. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, born and raised. Actually, I converted over my graffiti skills into this. I have always grown up in lowriders and just found my outlet to express myself on these cars.
So the Lowrider Patterns class tour is huge. It is such a blessing. We are out sharing our gifts, our talents that the Lord has given us to make things look beautiful. We're talking every creed, male, female, kids, families, whatever it may be. We're out there showing what we do, how to do it, try to save them some time, show them the culture. It's a chance for us to even give our testimony at these classes and just share what we do. And so far we've done Corpus, we've done Colorado, Albuquerque, gonna be doing Atlanta, and possibly some more.
The lowrider culture in New Mexico right now is a very good thing, a positive thing going on right now. There's a lot of family orientated and just a good time.
Back in the day, it used to be tagged as, of course, gangbangers, drug dealers. It truly had a bad stigma to it. And of course, now it's flipped. Man, it's family. It's the kids, grandkids, parents, whatever just out enjoying the cars. And it is, and it's huge. From the hydraulics, what is a lowrider? From hydraulics to the spokes, to the flake, to the candy paint, to the patterns. It's a huge thing. So in 2014, the New Mexico History Museum was doing a lowrider exhibit, which was amazing. A lot of us had a different stigma about us too. And this was a chance to show what we do to where people could see from all around. And of course in Santa Fe, people come from all around. And that's gotta be one of my favorite things about the lowrider scene too, is people that have never seen a lowrider, the first time they get to see one and they see the flake, they see the candy, they see the patterns, that they've never seen that before, is probably one of my favorite parts. And like I say, even Santa Fe, that's just huge when they put a show together up there. A lot of people from England, from Germany, there's people from all over the world up there. And when they see these cars, they're just like in awe and amazed. You know what I mean? It's not like people here, it's like you've seen one lowrider, you've seen them all, or you've seen a Ristra, you know what I mean?
It's definitely a culture that brings everyone together and helps everybody understand where everybody's coming from. Even with the police project, it's bridging the gap between, opening up conversations with people that we never would have before. The thing I love most about the lowrider culture is the diversity. There's so many different people, walks of life. I mean, you could have, lawyers down to the, not the worst of the worst, everything in between. I think it's just a neat thing to see everybody interacting and coming together for a cause.
We have a bike ministry that's called BMXC. It's Bicycle Ministries for Christ. So I take underprivileged kids, I take ex-addicts, current addicts. We go through Albuquerque from the top of the city to the bottom. We put together food bags. go feed the homeless, give hope to the hopeless. So that's a chance to really shine a light in the city, which really truly needs it, and such a blessing to these kids that need another outlet versus a gang for them to be a part of something like this. What used to inspire me was drugs, and what inspires me now is of course Jesus Christ. I pray before I pattern. I come out here for inspiration, which is huge. And usually the process for me coming up with something, so like this car in the back, I might tape, and you see this huge wad of tape in the background. Those are all what the tape that I take off the car as I'm painting. And of course, I'll tape, I'll untape, I'll throw it on the ground until I'm happy with the design that I come up with. I honestly, the customer is second until I'm happy with it, that's when I move on. So I did want to mention, this of course is my workspace. This is an extended garage of my house. You know, it's a makeshift paint booth. And on Tuesdays, this is a church. So we move out all the cars, move out everything, set up tables, and there's usually about 35 to 40 people here. So it's a blessing.
I've had a lot of influences for my work. A lot of things from New Mexico, just the culture, the people around here. Of course, if you grew up here, you grew up seeing lowriders everywhere around you. So seeing that as a kid, the colors, the shapes, and everything of them, it's just growing on me, and I've just continued with it.
I love the cruising, I love the hydraulics, I love the candy paint, I love just the whole lifestyle, love the whole thing about it. I could have grew up somewhere else, grandparents could have moved to Kentucky, and I'd have probably been patterning out wagon wheels or something, but I'm here in New Mexico, so we do lowriders, and this is how we do it. Like I say, it's a culture, it's a lifestyle, it's a way of life.